I just saw Magic Mike, and spoilers abound for if you haven't seen it, but this is my review of it. It's an okay movie. It's fun. I enjoyed the sparse way it was shot. That Soderbergh's been shooting his movies in lately, as opposed to the old way, the sort of European influenced, new wave influenced, a lot of handheld style and zooms, and he would do his own cinematography, which I don't know if he still does, but as far as that goes, it was very cleanly shot. It was a lot of fun, but the whole movie felt pretty trite and like like a trifle, really. Story threads are picked up and then sort of poorly resolved to me. For one thing, Channing Tatum, who's good in the movie, he just has a sexual relationship with Olivia Munn and nothing else. You don't see him out dating or anything, so you just kind of assume. And not only that, the movie opens with her being in his room while there's another naked girl laying on the bed, and he's asking her, like, who was that? So you already know, like, what the rules of this relationship are established. It's nothing serious. And yet, later in the movie, Channing Tatum walks by a restaurant, sees Olivia Munn in the restaurant, and she's sitting with a guy, and he's like, who's this? And she said, oh, this is my fiance. And the guy is totally cool about it. He's like, I feel you. And well, first Channing Tatum says, "Are you fucking with me? What are you doing here?" And then the fiance, who obviously should suspect something's up because this guy is clearly upset that she's with a fiance. He says, "Oh, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and let you two sort it out." I'm like, what the fuck? First of all, is he retarded? Second of all, the movie's trying to tell us something like about this relationship that didn't exist before, that somehow Channing Tatum's upset that Olivia Munn has seen someone else when clearly it was only a sexual relationship before. Not only that, Channing Tatum at the same time is pursuing his co-worker's sister, and so why is he upset that it makes no sense at all. And his coworker's sister, this blonde woman, I can't remember her character's name or her brother's name. She, in the movie, I don't know what it is. I don't like her acting style at all. She just seems like she's half asleep most of the time saying her lines. There could have been, I felt like, more conflict shown about it. The plot, the narrative threads of Channing Tatum's growing disillusioned with his job as a male stripper because he wants to be taken seriously sort of come and go, and they're never really firmly established or build up to a change in his character, other than out of nowhere, his coworker, who again, he's trying to date his coworker's sister, they're at a party, at a sorority party, and they're stripping for the girls there, and then all of a sudden, Channing Tatum's coworker, he has bags of ecstasy that he's giving, like these tabs or pills or whatever, to the girls, and it's this huge clusterfuck because he was buying drugs from like their company's promoter or something, played by this comedian. I think his name is Gabriel or Iglesias something. Maybe I have it wrong, but he gets like $10,000 worth of ecstasy that he plans on selling, and it was all fronted to him. Like, he didn't have to pay for it. He was going to pay it sort of like on consignment. Like, he would sell it, and then they end up having to ditch it at a party because one of the girl's boyfriends is pissed that he was giving her ecstasy. And I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, in order to get a dark turn in your movie, you have to work towards it and earn it, so there's some consequences or payoff to it. This was a what the fuck turn, because nothing indicated that. I mean, there was no problem before this, as opposed to, like, say, Boogie Nights. You can draw some parallels there. There's clearly a build-up and payoff to sort of like what the prelude to the drug addict behavior is, and then the consequences that follow from it and how it screws up people's lives. And that's fine if you want to go that route. It's interesting, but it just comes out of nowhere, and it's like, I feel like there were scenes deleted from the movie that are missing, and in the end, the whole movie kind of ends like that, like sort of a trifle, like it didn't matter that much. But then again, Soderbergh makes him how he wants, and I respect him for that. I think it's still an interesting movie. It's just interesting just to know movies like this exist and see them. My friend didn't want to go initially because I think he was freaked out about all the male nudity. Matthew McConaughey is hilarious in the movie. He's really good as a male stripper. And it's got Kevin Nash, who used to be Diesel in the WCW and maybe WWF as well, I think. I used to watch him in the 90s, and in fact I saw him at Starrcade once. I'm pretty sure that was it. He's pretty good in the movie for the time he has. He's fucking massive. He's huge. But anyways, yeah, sort of a trifle. Kind of disappointing, but still an interesting experience. I don't know if I can recommend the movie for people other than like filmmakers like myself who are just interested in an interesting experience. And plus, it was a $1 movie. It was at a second-run theater. All right, I'm out.